Hello, my dear students, on your favorite learning platform, Learn Forward. And we are doing science with this book, Linked with Science by Feathercap. And this is our chapter number 9. So today we will start this chapter, chapter number 9. And what is the title of the chapter? Air, Water and Weather. So here we are learning weather along with air and water. So we already know about air and water. What are these two things are actually? But they play a significant role in formation of weather or in changing of weather. So that is why we are reading it in association with the air and water. So let's start. Can you match these words with the given pictures? So these are the words and you have to match them with given pictures. Clouds. Okay, so there are three pictures that show cloud and that too in a cold condition. Okay. So here are the clouds, here are the clouds and here are the clouds. So here the wind is blowing. Okay. So we can consider it. And here also the clouds are there and raining is happening. Again I am joining it. Now rain. Rain. So here no, here. So rain again. Hot sun. So here. So it has become a slightly messed up. Now windy. So this is the wind. Okay. Fine. So these are the pictures. You can do it on your own as well. This is a very simple activity. So let's start. So we have to start with air, water and weather. So we are starting with air here. Air is all around us. We cannot breathe. We cannot live without air. So it is present around us. We cannot see air but feel it when it blows. Okay. Air coming and just touching my face and my clothes are going there, my hairs are just blowing, so then only I can feel the presence of air. Otherwise we are only breathing using the this air, but we actually cannot see it. Now moving air is called wind. So wind is blowing. If the air is moving, we say that wind is blowing. A wind which blows gently and slowly is called breeze. So a wind that is very pleasant and very soothing, so that you call it as breeze. A fast and strong wind is called as storm, that can even cause destruction to things. All living things including plant need air to live. So very clear. We are breathing using the air. Air is made up of several gases and some other things. So air has a mixture of gases. What does air contain? What all the things that are present in the air are? It is a mixture of gases. Major gases that are present is oxygen, nitrogen and carbon dioxide. So this is the major part. In fact, the major part is of nitrogen because it is of 78% and oxygen is 21% and left 1% is carbon dioxide along with some other gases also. Okay. We breathe in oxygen. Plants need nitrogen to grow. They also need carbon dioxide to prepare their food. So these are the things. We are breathing in oxygen, giving out carbon dioxide. Plants are using carbon dioxide for production of the food. Air contains smoke also. Burning produces smoke. Whenever anything is burning, it is producing the smoke. Factories and vehicles also give out smoke. Okay. So factories and vehicles, because fuel is being burnt there, so smoke is produced. Air contains dust particles and germs, of course. Germs, microbes, pathogens, they are ubiquitous. They are present everywhere, everywhere. Soil, water, air, okay, food items, everywhere. So these can stick to our body easily because they are present in the air. We cannot see them. Germs make us fall sick. So again, something that we already know, that if we inhale germs, we can fall sick. Air also contains water vapors every time. Why? Because there is these water bodies present around, sun is continuously shining, the water from the water bodies are evaporating in the form of water vapors, so these water vapors are present in the air only. Now uses of air. What are the different uses of air? Air is needed for burning. Without the presence of oxygen, nothing can burn into flames. Or even without flames, the fuel that is burning in the vehicles, it requires oxygen, presence of the oxygen to get burnt. Okay. Now air is needed to inflate footballs, balloons and tires. Air help things to move. It helps airplanes to fly. If there is no air, airplanes cannot fly. Boats to sail and clothes to dry. It also turns the blades of a windmill. It also can turn the blades of a windmill. And what is a windmill? It is actually associated with the production of the electricity using the air energy, okay, wind energy. So now, water. All living things need water to live. Water has no color, no smell, taste or shape. We know that. Okay, we are putting water in a glass, it takes the shape of the glass. If we are putting it in a bowl, it will take the shape of the bowl. It do not have any color. It do not have a smell or taste. Water is found everywhere. Everywhere, we are not saying that in your bedroom there is water. Okay, means every part of the world water is present because it is actually holding the major part of the land. Now, it is a precious gift of the nature to us. We cannot survive without water. We use water for different purposes, for bathing, for washing, for cleaning, for watering plants, okay, for drinking. We need water for all these things. We can see water in various forms as well. Water as snow, water as ice, water as gas, water as vapors, water as liquid water. So 3/4 of the earth surface is made up of water. Means if this is the earth, so this all part is covered by the water. Only this is land. Okay. Now forms of water. What are the different forms? Ice, liquid and water vapor. So water is present as liquid, solid and gas. It can exist as solid, liquid or gas. Water as we see it every day is in liquid form. That we see in every day is in liquid form. When we put a tray of water in a freezer, water is turned into a ice. General phenomena that we see in our houses every day. We get ice cubes from the fridge now. This is called solid form of water. Okay, now ice is called as solid form, and if you are keeping these ice cubes outside of the freezer, after some time you will see that the water is, that ice cube is again changed into liquid form. So if we put ice cubes in a tray, they soon melt into water, again change into liquid. When we heat the water, it changes into water vapors. Okay, these forms of the these vapors are the gas form of the water. So very clear. Change of liquid water into water vapor. So liquid water into water vapor. You are boiling a water and steam is arising. So these are nothing but the water vapors. So this process is called as water is evaporating. Okay. So now change of water vapors. Again, if you put a after boiling the water, just put it down of the stove and cover it with a tray. After some time, you'll just take out or just lift the tray, plate or tray from the surface of the water. You'll see water coming dripping down the plate. So now the water vapors that are coming from the surface of the water have now been changed again to the water on the tray. So now change of water vapor into liquid water again is called as condensation. Okay, this is the process how this water cycle takes place. Now this water cycle. Water keeps on changing its form in the atmosphere. Okay. In summer, the heat of the sun causes a lot of water to evaporate because during summers, the rate of evaporation is more. Okay. So, what are the places where this water gets evaporated? From the lake surface, ponds, rivers, oceans, everywhere. All the water bodies. Now, the water vapors rises high in the higher levels of the atmosphere and condenses. Again, the water vapors molecules come together to form the waters and condenses on the dust particles there. So, the particles are there on which the water vapors condenses in cold air because temperature, slightly lesser temperature is required for condensation. Tiny droplets of water are formed which get together to make clouds. So, cloud hold the water molecules there, what means liquid water. On further cooling, tiny droplets of water join together, become larger and heavier to fall again on the earth as rain. Okay. So, now the clouds have become heavy. Now they cannot hold much of the water. So, now the water comes down in the form of rain on the earth. Now, the rainwater goes back to rivers, ponds, lakes and ocean because where it is going, it is just either falling on the soil part or on the mountain. So, mountain cannot absorb water. The water is coming down to the streams. Again, if soil is taking the water, if water is falling on the soil, it will seep down underground and later on it just meet the rivers or seas. So this is water cycle. Water is coming from the water body, going up, making the rain, rain coming down and again joining the same water body. Now this cloud rain cycle is called as water cycle, which is never ending. It repeats year after year, and this is the reason why water content on the earth remains constant. Now what is weather? Weather changes because air and water we now understood. Now what is weather? It is the change from month to month, day to day and even hours. Means in the morning the sun is shining brightly, but till we reach the evening it is raining heavily. So this is the weather. Okay. Today it is very cold, but tomorrow the sun is shining brightly and the temperature is not that much cold. Okay. So this is weather. The weather is cool early in the morning and warmer as the sun rises. After sunset it gets cooler again. Okay. In a normal day. Weather is the condition of wind, rain, sunshine and clouds of a place at a particular time. At a particular time. Maybe in the morning the clouds are just all covering the sky. So the temperature will be colder. So it is a condition of wind, wind is blowing, rain is about to come, sun is not shining, clouds are covering the sun. So this means the temperature is colder. But during the afternoon, now wind has stopped, rain, no clouds are there, sun is shining brightly. So now this is the another type of weather. Okay. It is a day-to-day condition of a particular place. Weather can be sunny, hot, cloudy, rainy, wet, windy, cold, snowy, stormy or foggy. Okay. So nowadays we are experiencing cold and foggy weather. Now factors on which weather depends. Weather depends upon sun, how brightly it is shining, the speed of wind and cloud formation and the amount of rain we are receiving. Now sun, how the sun impacts on the weather. Sunny days are warmer. Of course, the heat is provided by the sunlight because heat from the sun makes the day warm. In summer, the sun shines for a longer time, so it is very hot. In winter, the sun shines for a shorter time, so it is cold. The sun makes the weather hot or cold. So what is the gist? What is the summary? That sun is actually responsible for making the day hot or cold. Wind, heat from the sun reaches the ground and air around it becomes warm. Okay. Now warm air moves upward and the colder air from any of the region around or from upward, it just come down to replace the warmer air, because never or any part of the atmosphere cannot be without air. So there has to be some replacement there. The cool air from the sea moves toward the ground to fill the empty space of the air that has been reached to the height. Thus, the air moves along the earth's surface and this is the wind. Okay. Now clouds. On a cloudy day, sun rays do not reach the earth because clouds are covering the sun. So it is not very hot. Clouds bring us rain too, sometimes. Now the rain cools the atmosphere. It is good for crops. Why it cools the atmosphere? Because it adds water vapor to the or water to the moisture to the air or atmosphere. Now too much rain causes flood. If rain is continuously, it is falling heavily for more than 20, 25 days or 30 days. So now soil do not have enough space to hold water. Now the water starts flowing from that place to areas where it can log. Now floods destroy crop, houses, animals, properties, everything. So many small animals and insects breed in these days. Most of them are harmful to us. Many diseases like malaria and cholera spread quickly after flooding because they need stagnant water. They have this ruka hua pani for their breeding purpose. So as soon as they get this logged water, they start breeding and increasing their population, and they now are going here and there to infect the people. Now what are these seasons? Weather conditions remaining nearly constant for months is called as season. You generally know that colder season or winter season lasts for 2-3 months. Same goes with summer for 4-5 months. Rainy season. So if a weather condition, similar weather condition remains for some time, maybe a month or 2 or 3 months, so that you call as a season. There are 3 seasons in our country, majorly summer, winter and rainy season. Okay, monsoon, the second name. In some areas we experience two more seasons that are autumn and spring. They are called autumn and spring. Autumn comes in between monsoon and winter. Means after this August and September and before November. So this is not that much long, maybe month or 1.5 month. While spring comes between winter and summer. So maybe around February and March. So there is this autumn, sorry, spring, where you see most of the flowers are blooming. Okay. Now summer. Season is hot, we know the days are longer than nights. We like to wear cotton clothes, light colored clothes. We feel more thirsty, sweat comes out of our body as a waste. We want to stay indoors using a fan or air conditioned rooms. We want to stay there. We like to drink chilled drinks like juices and eat ice creams. So general thing. Okay, this is something that we do during summers. Now about monsoons. It is a rainy season in which it rains the most. Mostly rains are accompanied by thunder and lightning, that gad gad, and the light streaks that are coming on the earth. So thunder and lightning. Sometimes we see a rainbow formed in the sky after the rain. After the rain, you'll see beautiful sun. After the sun starts shining, you'll see a beautiful rainbow in the sky. We use raincoats, umbrellas, gumboots to protect ourselves getting wet. Now winter, the weather becomes very cold. This is the rainy season, this is the summer season, and this is the winter season. Days are very cold. The days become short and nights become long. We wear woolen clothes here. We like to sit under the sun. Most of the time we want to sit in the sun. In mountainous regions, snowfall also occurs. So there, because temperature still, it is even smaller or it is even lower as compared to the plain areas. So now the water molecules, they freeze to form snowfalls. Okay, snowflake. Okay, now this is a crossword that you have to do. One I am doing for you so that you can understand it. Rest you have to do on your own. Ice is the dash form of water. It is a solid form of water. Where is it? 2. Across. Solid. Okay. I am taking one down also, last one. These make air fresh and clean. 5. Fifth one. Where is it? Down. These make air fresh and clean. Plants. Just plant more and more trees. Plants make air fresh and clean. Rest you have to do by reading the statements. Okay, this is your homework. I'm writing here. This is your homework. Okay, so points to memorize. Let's start with the exercise. Choose the correct answer. Dash gas is present in the maximum amount in the atmosphere. So remember, I told you nitrogen is in 78% out of 100. So it is in abundance. Okay. When the wind blows gently, we call it as breeze. Very pleasantly. Okay. Change of liquid water into water vapor is called evaporation. It is called as evaporation. There is dash in cold countries. Snowfall, not downfall. Snowfall. Dash is good for crops. Rain is good for crops. Okay, in moderate amount. Fill in the blanks. We can feel air when it blows, when it moves, or when it blows. Water exists in 3 forms. What are these 3 forms? Liquid, solid, and gas. Ice is solid form of water. It is a solid form of water. Change of water vapor into liquid water is called condensation. Condensation. Dash comes in between monsoon and winter. Between monsoon and winter, autumn. Where the leaves of the trees, they just shed off. New leaves after that start arising during winters. So this is a patjhad time. Okay, patte, all leaves, they just shed off from the plants. Now true and false. Moving air is called wind. True. Rain is good for plants? Yes, in moderation. We wear a raincoat on a sunny day? No. No. When do you wear a raincoat? On a rainy day. There is a snowfall instead of rainfall in colder countries? True. Because the water molecules that come as rain are freezed because of the lower temperature. The weather does not affect our lives at all. It is a wrong statement. It affects our life, of course. Now, rainy day. you need an umbrella. Cloudy day. Let's see. Let's go on third one. Hot day. Hot day, we wear cotton clothes. Windy day. Windy day, trees are uprooted. Cold day, we need tea. And on cloudy day, we go for a picnic. Okay. Now name them. 3 forms of water. Liquid water means water, ice, solid, and vapors, water vapors, gas. 3 seasons, summer, winter, and monsoon. Summer, winter, monsoon. 4 factors of weather. 4 factors. Wind, sun, clouds, rain. Okay. Now subjective. Name the major gases that make up the atmosphere: nitrogen, oxygen, and carbon dioxide. Define evaporation. When the water, liquid water changes into water vapor on heating is called as evaporation, and condensation when the water vapors again come together, condenses to form the liquid water on cooler temperatures is called as condensation. What is water cycle? Water is changing its state in the all 3 forms. The water from the water bodies go up after sun heat, evaporated to the atmosphere at greater heights. It just condenses back to form liquid water that is contained in the clouds. And when the cloud becomes so heavy, then they cannot just hold the water. Water comes down again in the form of rain on mountains or soil, and it just go again and make up the water body. On what factor does the weather of a place depends? On sunlight, on wind speed, on humidity, amount of moisture in the air, of course, rain, clouds. Yes. Answer the following in details. Why are days warmer than nights? Because of the sun shining, because it provides heat to the day. How are clouds formed? Again, same question. Water going from the surface in the form of water vapors again condenses back at the higher altitudes of the atmosphere, and there it forms the cloud. When these water molecules come together, they form clouds. Describe the 3 main seasons: summer, winter, and monsoon. Summer season, we like to have chilled drinks. We like to have much of the water. We wear cotton clothes. We want to remain in the fan or air conditioned rooms. During colder season, we like to have tea, we like to have hot drinks, we wear woolen clothes, we do not want to go out, okay. And in monsoon, we wear umbrellas, we wear raincoats, gumboots whenever we want to go out, and we love to have teas and coffees again. And what else? Yes, this much, okay. So these are the 3 main seasons that we have discussed here. So air, water, wind, and sun, these are the major factors that affect the weather of a place. This we have learned and understood in this chapter. Okay, so revise the chapter again. Okay, so here I am ending the chapter. Come again, meet me in another session of science. Till then, happy learning, kids.